Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucid, and yeah, so it's turn 72, we're playing Bumble Rumble. Yeah, so I finally caught up. This is my current turn. Finally, I mean, I was only like a few turns behind in recording, but you can see we got a ton of stuff from Vanarus. These 15 were for 3 Shambler skins, and these were for, whatever you call the, Sea King goblets, which give you a shit ton of water breathing. Now, I forgot to forge these last turn because I was, like, flying back from Europe to the US, and I was kind of out of it when I did my turn. I had, like, just gotten home and had to get it in. And, yeah, I'd been up for, like, 20-something hours, so I should have remembered, and anyway, I forgot. We also, and I don't think I mentioned this in the last episode, we empowered this guy in blood. Now, he got a horror mark, which kind of sucks, but, you know, such is life. But there's some good things about empowering him in blood. One is because all bats have a built-in blood searcher, so he's going to blood hunt as if a blood 3 with the Sanguine Dowsing Rod. So, if you have bats, they're decent for breaking into blood. I say decent because they can't blood hunt better unless you empower them in blood, but anyway. We summon a Wraith Lord, we cast Teleport a few times. So this is, if you remember, we did a Jimbei teleport on top of Yes, because our army's coming in, but if he's patrolling again, then yeah, we're coming in. So he is patrolling, and I think this is good news for us, because this is not a very big army, and his Pretender is here. And I would like very few things better than to snipe his Pretender this turn. So, his Pretender also has some pretty sick gear. If we get these Rings of Wizardry and Sorcery, I think I will shit myself. But they also have a fair amount, so a lot of water gems here. I think they've got somebody here with air gems. Yeah, this Air 5, Morgan Sorceress. But I don't think they have enough air gems. I think they had like 5 or 6 or something, which is not enough to cast Fog Warriors twice. So they dropped Fog Warriors. And now, let's find this Morgan Sorceress. Yeah, she's got 2, which ain't enough. And then we summon some Water Elementals, and we run forward to do our very important liquefying. And it doesn't look like we're going to hit anybody with liquefy before these guys smack us in the face. Teleport come. So, do we get a... I wonder if we got a... I think we got zapped off the battlefield, but I can't... When you do returning, you're actually gone from this. You can't actually see anything. But you can see we triggered a tremendous amount of gem use. Even back here... Let's just watch the back part again. Put it in fast forward. So, just watch back here. All the gem burning. More water elementals, Phantasmal Army, more water elementals, so yeah, that was a shit ton of gems, which would have made the following fight way harder. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump. We'll skip this one. I'm gonna go ahead and jump down here to this, which is the main course for this turn in this episode, probably. So we're going back on the top of Yes's cap, and we have the same army, which would have been very scary if it had all of the things it needed. Fortunately for us, we burnt through a lot of gems. Not all, because you can see here, like, they've got enough gems. I think that might have been their god, but it may have been someone else. I think it was their god that summoned those water elementals. We can probably look. Eva Gnocchi? Is that their god? Yeah. So their god did living water. Okay. But I think that's about it for the living water casting. I didn't realize this, but her god is actually... Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. I was going to say it's reasonably vulnerable to magic dueling, but it's not. It's base 4 for Astral, and then the rest of these are boosters. Which is possible, but not very easy to target. Especially if there's any lower Astral Mages, the game's going to preferentially target them. So what do we have up? We've got Grip of Winter, we've got Shark Attack, and we've got Friendly Currents. So Our guys are going to have cold resistance, because we're big bosses like that. We did Frostwind, so we're going to be mostly immune to Grip of Winter. Meanwhile, a lot of these guys are not going to be immune. But we'll see. Shark Attack, meanwhile, is going to provide lots of kind of screening chaff and distract their mages, while our water elementals kind of killed his wave of water elementals, and now we have a shit ton of water elementals and sharks. Now he's going to be dropping a fair amount of Liquefy and Shockwave, and Shockwave actually is going to be pretty decent here. We have also done Army of Gold, which is good, but we have Shock Vulnerability, so Shockwave is going to be very, very strong here. Fortunately, we have a shit ton of water elementals. So it's looking like we're going to win this. Now, his Pretender's up here. We definitely don't want his Pretender to get away. And getting rid of this Air 5 is going to be really nice for limiting... I don't think they're going to be able to do Fog Warriors anymore. Depends what boosters they have, but it's going to be tricky. And if we get... God, if I get a Ring of Wizardry, I'll shit myself. Generally, you don't take Rings of Wizardry and Sorcery into a fight. The exception is a situation like this, like, having a Ring of Sorcery in your inventory is great, but if you don't have your capital, you're kind of fucked. And he is smart to defend his capital, but he probably needed more troops and more gems, and I have no idea what, behind the veil, what his situation is in terms of how many gems he had. If he could have put more gems on him, to actually kind of, like, if he got Fog Warriors up, there's a chance he could have won. Not really. But he would have caused a lot more damage. If he got all the Phantasmal Warriors out, like, if he got his full script off, maybe. Because he also had a lot more Water Elementals. If he had more Water Elementals and Fog Warriors, it could have been bad. It does not look like we got any of the Rings of Wizardry or Sorcery, which really makes me cry. But we got the artifact, the Robe of the Callius Druid, which we can look at. I don't actually think it's that great. We got a Water Bracelet, a Starshine Skullcap, Earth Boots. So we got some stuff, but not great stuff. We did not get the Rings of Sorcery or Wizardry, which I would have done horrible, horrible things for. So the Robe of the Callius Druid, this is the artifact. You basically get a ton of resistances, you get a stealth boost, you get water breathing, and you get MR. So it's kind of a defensive item that doesn't give you physical resistance, but a lot of other stuff. Now, yeah, I can't think... I can imagine situations where you would want to put this on a guy, but not a tremendous number. I mean, it's not that awesome. We'll take it, but I don't know if, like, I've never forged it. I don't think I would ever forge it. We did get Earth Boots, so we're going to put the Earth Boots down. We got a Starshine Skullcap, which I think I put on somebody that didn't have it before. I think this guy. And yeah, we now have a pretty good claim to his capital. Okay, let's go take a look at a few other things. So, Blue Beauty. Well, okay, we'll finish watching the the battles here. So Yis attacks me, and this is my PD dump / shark attack trap. He's got a bunch of guys. They've got a fair amount of gems, so like this guy's water elementals, this guy pearls, this guy earth gems, this guy pearls. I don't know what the pearls casters are gonna do. But everybody else, I'm assuming, is gonna summon elementals. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the earth guy. He should be doing earth elementals. But there's just a lot of these guys. Now, my PD does route, because these water elementals kill a lot of stuff, but then the sharks come in. The sharks are doing a pretty good job. We've killed most of the mages. There's one left, which means the water elementals are still going to stay alive. If we killed this mage, we'd win. Here comes our guy. Now, he... I don't know what caused him to rout. Because he really shouldn't have. Because... Okay, fortunately he retreated successfully, but there's nothing really that should cause him to rout. Because he didn't get hit by anything. And the PD route shouldn't trigger it, so I don't know. There's a chance we still could have won that if that didn't happen, but that's okay. I mean, this was just catastrophic losses for Yist to lose all these guys. I mean, I think we could have won, but anyway. Maybe I should have put him on Frozen Heart spam, but instead of just advance and cast spells. Which guy was it? It was... I think it was this guy. Hoan Door. Yeah, Shark Attack dude. So I've already played part of this turn, but I haven't played most of it. Did I get all the things? Oh, there's a big battle here between Yis and Vanarus, which would be kind of fun to watch. So this is almost the exact same army that was on top of my little fort, and he's got all of these guys who I guess potentially are going to be doing Enslaved Mind and stuff. It's like a very mage-heavy stack. Now on this side, we have a bunch of devils. Now this looks like the exact kind of thing that Relay would be prepared to take, because it's a bunch of high HP dudes without probably too much MR gear. And presumably all these guys with Rings of Returning are going to Soul Slay the shit out of them, or Enslave Mind. So let's see how this goes. Who do you think will win? So let's take a look so you can have kind of a better guesstimation. Fair amount of astral here. So this guy's probably going to be doing anti-magic. If not, maybe they're even going to do anti-magic twice. This guy, I guess, is going to make some skeletons. Now, the thing is, this group's pretty scary in terms of being thuggy. But also has a fair amount of Mind Blast. We've got a bunch of these Tramplers to deal with chaff, Mind Blasters, shit ton of mages. Now, the problem doing this, Astral Mages in clumps, you do have to be very cautious of Magic Duel. Yeah. But let's see. Who do you think will win? Are the spheres coming out? Soul Slay's mostly coming out. Some Paralyzes coming out. Soul Slays are mostly not targeting the thugs. They're mostly coming up here and killing the PD. Okay, we see some Elemental spam coming out. Living Fire. Summon Fire Elemental. A few elementals coming out from Relay. Not sure what this guy's gonna cast. Okay, the Soul Slays have killed the PD, and now they're coming back here at the thugs. Okay, more Living Fire. I think we had Doom go off. I'm not sure who got doomed. Looks like Relay got doomed, which is actually pretty sweet, because that means I got all these guys. Which, you know, fuck these Starspawn. Excuse my French. But, I mean, they were attacking me. Now, these guys are running. They're running like little bitches. They have really bad morale. Why is their morale so bad? I mean, nothing really got back there. They don't really have any, like, MR plays. Okay. Here comes this guy right in the back. What do you think he's going to do? Flame Eruption? Just smack people in the face? Okay, he's getting the shit. Oh, but he's got Phoenix Pyre. Be careful killing him! He's like, this is like a big freaking bomb. Okay, Enslaved Mind going off. Has he gotten anything? Y'all enslaved any minds? I don't think so. They are spamming out Enslaved Mind now, though, so... Okay, they kill him, and that hits a lot of people. Some of these, it's gonna trigger them to hit with... Go back with Ring of Returning. Anybody hit by that? Okay, and this guy flew right back in. Okay, so let's look at the outcome for that. That was a very weird battle. I can't say I've seen battles quite like that before. So, killed a bunch of the slave mages. I kind of want to look and see how that happened. Most of the chaff died. They killed one Vanabog. But it does not appear that the enslaved mind kind of shenanigans worked, whereas they didn't get any of the super combatants. So this is pretty bad for Relay, and that is very good news for me. There is nothing that is going to make me happier in this conflict than Vanarus. Normally you want them to grind it out. I would just like for Vanarus to just basically demolish Relay. Yeah, that would be perfect for me. Yeah. So, pretty damn cool. And that was a pretty interesting battle. I don't think... There's a few things that you can kind of note. One is I don't think Light of the Northern Star is up, which would be really good for these guys. Also, these guys are not really in a communion, which you probably want your slaves in a communion. Oh, okay, that was how a lot of these guys routed. I was wondering how they routed. This guy jumped in the middle, immediately got blown up. And then the Phoenix Pyre just basically triggered a ton of these guys to teleport back, and it killed a bunch of the slave mages, because they were really densely packed. And then a lot of the rest of the slave mages who got damaged, they said, let's take a hike, and they haul ass out of there. So that was actually probably what won it for him, was this guy who kept running in and blowing up with Phoenix Pyre. So having that Bloodthorn helps with some of the fatigue issues, and then he's got a little bit of reinvigoration. Boom. This guy was what basically single-handedly won it. I mean, the other stuff was important, basically winning this little conflict up here, which he did mostly with the elemental spam. So, I don't know. I mean, this actually, like, pretty scary force from Relay. And I think in a lot of situations I would have expected Relay to have won that. But Vanarus with, I think, a very interesting, pretty good script here. The elemental spam, these guys sitting back, that they destroyed his front line. This guy going back, jumping in the back line, causing some damage, making all the Star Children route. The only kind of thing that, makes you just be like, meh, is that none of the Star Spawn died. So if somehow, we got a big heavy hit, killed some of the Star Spawn, would have been awesome. Did not happen, but look. I mean, killing all these greater othernesses, these are pretty valuable. The things that should not be, pretty valuable. The Meteorite Guard, and this is a fair amount of Illithids down, like 7, they're 50 gold units. And then all the Slave Mages. I mean, this is just pretty good for Vanarus. And then also, having this PD here, I think, was super important. Like, this also was kind of a PD dump. So, very well played by Vanarus. Continue on, my brother. Route those squids out. We found a kelp fortress, which, it's already in a place where I have a fort, so not super valuable. But we still get one nature gem, which I'm pretty stoked about. We have a battle in the fortress of Urfel, and I don't think we talked about that yet. So, few Carnu Druids. We got Shadow Blast coming out. Another Shadow Blast coming out. Skeletons running back. Yeah, basically it's just a massacre. Did we lose anything? Important question. No, we didn't. So, pretty damn good. Some of this too, like, you said this fortress isn't super well defended. Part of that's because I've been killing a lot of stuff, but the other part is we attacked this pretty early. Like, when somebody takes over another nation, they're usually kind of vulnerable until they haven't really been able to reinforce it. So, when somebody's expanding, you can kind of think of it, they're diluting their military density almost always. Very, very few nations are able to attack and like rapidly conquer somebody. Like this guy was rapidly conquering Pan without heavily diluting his military. And so, you know, he did that, and then the longer he holds on to it, all those resources he's going to be able to turn into more troops, and then his density is going to go back. So anyway, like these troops do not have big research. I mean, these forts do not have big research mage cores in them. Now, I'm kind of making a call. So my siege strength here is 200, which is pretty good. But I've got 750 wall integrity here. And I don't know how much they've repaired it. We can probably check. What does it say for yes? Okay. The walls are moderately damaged. More times can be required to break them down. I don't want to lose this yes battle again. I don't really care about sieging this thing down. The Blue Beauty is still... I've been on top of it for kind of a while. I hate sieging things down slowly, by the way. But walls are moderately damaged. More time is required to break them down. Okay, shit. So I think what we're going to do, we're just going to haul ass, take everybody, go on top of yes. Bringing in more troops here too. We are going to commit to going after yes. Yeah. I am not going to lose this, is basically what it is. The other thing I need to think about too is probably, it's not going to be relevant now really, but I think I'm going to do ground army as part of this script. But I think, the other thing is I think I've killed a lot of the air mages, so the ground army's less useful than it was. Yes can't really make air mages except out of their capital. So, let's actually double check that. Pretenders of the world, where is yes? Here you go. So, yeah, these guys are cap only, they are all air mages. The non-cap only mages, we have the Yissian Druid, no air random, and then the Kernel Druid, I can't remember if they have an air random. They don't. So yeah, only air mages are in the capital. And I think we've killed almost all of them. Like, who survived this attack? Nobody. And assuming he was here with everything, which I think is a reasonable assumption considering my army was there and he desperately wanted to win this fight. I think that is the end of air mages and air magic for yes until he summons his queen back. Now he probably has enough mages or like priests around here he can get back pretty quickly. What I expect is it's going to take like 3 turns to get his queen back. So it's very possible that the queen comes back the same turn as we're storming, which it's okay. But the wheels have been off the yes wagon for a while, but I think this is the death blow. Yeah, because if he can't do fog warriors underwater, which I don't think he can anymore until he gets his queen back, even then his queen's not going to be great at it. Like, let's take his queen. Yeah, he's fucked. The queen, she's only air 2 by default, and then, oh no, air 3, and then this bumps it up to air 4. So air 3 is not enough. So he's gonna have to have an air booster on his queen to do it. And did we get every single one? Or I think one might have retreated. No, the one that retreated also died. I could have sworn one got off when I watched the battle, but yeah, they are in some hurt right now. They're just in some hurt. Now the thing I don't want to forget is I've sent a bunch of Shambler skin armors. I think I had to... Do I have anything else for you, buddy? So this army is going to come down, and instead of going and taking this throne right away, I'm going to go take this. And I would like to take the throne, but I can kind of just ignore it. I want to get the water. Because there's a chance at any point I could get knocked off the land. And if I get knocked off the land, I want to have a very firm control of the water. And like, if I want to win the water, taking Yis's land infrastructure is nice, but he can't use anything he recruits on his land forts to really help him underwater. And I don't know if that's 100% true, but it's basically true. And it may be 100% true. So anyway, this army, which we took this, we're going to go ahead and move here and then move here. We are going to go ahead and throw a temple up. If I get my Dominion in, it always gives me the possibility of using Mr. Hands. And now that Mr. Hands is... well, okay, we've got more shock resistance. I probably actually need to get And I don't think I have it right now. I probably need to make... I need to make something else that's going to give me shock resistance. I wonder if Mr. Hands can make anything. Okay, this can give you shock resistance. This is definitely an option. Pretty good against TARs. This can give you shock resistance. Not bad at all. Pretty good against TARs. Doesn't really give me stats, which kind of sucks. Shields. This we've already got. The Shocking Grasp doesn't stack. You put 2 on, you don't get more. I don't know. Thing is, if we go on, do I have? Let's just check. Do I have an Amulet of the Fish? I do. So to go on land, if I'm gonna get attacked by Brass Claws again, I really want to have. God, I kind of need that. It's not gonna be any easy item. My defense is so freaking high though, but it gets zapped if I get stunned. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is Brass Claws. Those are fuckers. They are really fuckers. I think to go on land, I probably need... This is 5 and this is 5. I probably just have to suck it up and make one of those. I'm not sure which one. When do you get shock resistance? I think it's when you get, what, 3 or maybe when you get 4. You get some shock resistance. You get some air. So, I think we're gonna... Okay, look. We're gonna go ahead and make this. I just want to have the option in case I need it. And Vershar's who's gonna be better. I think this is gonna be the superior weapon here. We get a repel, we get chain shock. It's not gonna do much max damage. This one gives us better stats. We're still gonna get a repel. Maybe we do that. I think we're gonna do that. Really, it's for the extra defense. That's what we're doing it for. Okay, now the thing is, I was supposed to make a bunch of these items. I went and pulled all of the shit that I got off of that fight with Shinigami off these guys. So, we need to make... Wait, am I doing it already? Where am I? I must be doing it. Fire in a jar. Okay, let's take these off. Always remember to pull your hammers off. If you're putting them on kind of miscellaneous people, you're not fortunate. Okay, Shambler Skin, good. Shambler Skins, more. It's probably okay. This is probably a little overkill on the Shambler Skins. We've got these guys and these guys. Is that it? Okay, we must be making Seeking Goblets somewhere. So let's take a look. Forging. So if you do F1, you can pull this up and you can kind of scroll down and look. Okay, we're making a Cornucopia. Lightning Spear. Shambler Skins. More Shambler Skins. Dragon Helmet. Shit, I'm not making any of these. Okay, we're gonna have to redo some stuff because I've already been paid and I can't be like, oh. I have other priorities for my gems. I don't care that you've already paid me. It's not how this works. Fuck. Okay, wait, so I need to make 2 Seeking Goblets. I'm sending these to him now. I need to make my Seeking Goblets. So, I don't actually need all these Shambler Skins. Just... Okay. No more Shambler Skins for now. Let's make a Seeking Goblet. Do I have any... Who all's teleporting here? actually a fair amount of earth gems. This army's gonna come down here and it's gonna go sit on this fort. And I need to make sure I've got earth gems here for Army of Gold. Okay. Guess we'll go ahead and do like hold the turn. Okay, something like that. I've got some water gems here. I think the main water gem guy we're gonna just chill out on is probably this guy. And maybe what we'll do is throw this on. We'll have to use site search. We'll get this up to, because there may be an unfound door or something here. We'll site search. We'll take a lot of these off. And then I need to make my second Sea King Goblet for Shinuyama. Those death gems, you can see we have a shit ton of death now. But I think we're going to give Arcane Nexus a rest. I talked about this a little bit last episode, but the basic idea is if everybody's unifying to take that down, we're not going to have I don't have enough of the world map to have enough of the total gem supply to fight it. And that's basically it. Now, I could potentially put up Well of Misery. Oh wait, something else came down. What the fuck came down? Somebody lost... Okay, we're gonna figure this out real quick. Celestial Rainbow, Gift of Health. Mother Oak. Okay, what turn is this? 72? Let's go back and look at 71. I don't know what the other global was, but I know there was only one global spot open very recently. So, oh, yes. Okay, we've got 2 global spots, guys. Look. Well of Misery is not a bad freaking idea for us. Am I casting anything? Am I forging anything? Let's just look. Okay, we're doing 3 Dark Knowledges, so that's 9 gems, I think. Or it's Dark Knowledge 4. 4. Okay, so that's 12 gems. Which I can liquidate. Probably should if we're gonna do Well of Misery. Don't see anything else here that's using death. Yeah. So 12 is not going to get us to 80, which is what we need to do Well of Misery. The problem if I do well is somebody might overcast it. Okay, I don't even have it researched yet. It's 80. Do it next turn. What do I have that I could cast now? I could do Nexus again. Be like, hey, fuck you guys. We're not going to do that. I don't have enough. I can't keep it up. It's not worth it. Is there other stuff? I think I'm still going to save for it, which is kind of dumb. Mother Oak I could potentially steal. I think I'd have to go back and really look at the turns, because I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure Mother Oak was already stolen once, so it's probably a lot of gems in it. Maybe Pythium steals Mother Oak from... Gift of Health from these guys. That would be really good. Okay, we're preaching here. Do we need any more? Let's take a look at our situation. We've got a fair amount of these. Excuse me. I think we probably need another hat. And I probably could use another Ring of Returning. If I'm honest with myself. Which, you know. Let's get these out here. I don't think we have any particularly good... I don't think we have any particularly good Mind Hunt targets. Tartarian Titan. Ulm is definitely... Okay, this is armies off of Ulm, but I think Ulm's fucked now. And okay, I should send... I don't have anybody. Do I? I should need a freaking scout. Are we making something? We are. Just need a scout. I hate it that you don't get scouts underwater. I have to use a fort turn. Make one there. But it's in no way going to be time to watch the battle at all. Yeah. How much siege strength? 105. So this turn, next turn. Next turn. Will I have broken yes yet? We've started to destroy. The walls are moderately damaged more time. So I think it's going to be 3 turns till I take it. I kind of need to preach this down. Are you a preacher? No, you're only sacred. Preaching here with this guy. We're leaving. Are we leaving one guy here? Yeah, we're leaving one guy here. You know, potentially, if I have one guy here, he tries to break out, I could teleport a bunch of guys onto it next turn, and then surprise him with mass water elemental spam. The other option I have, moving here this turn, I could then consolidate these armies on top of here, and this will be, what, 100 strength, and this will be... not quite... How much are these guys? Strength 16. These are like 2.5 apiece. So this is like 250 siege strength almost when they get here. And then plus this, I get 2 turn crack this fort. Might be good. So I have to decide next turn, is this army going to go up and reinforce here, or is it going to come down here? And I'm not actually sure. I'm a little worried about getting gym baited. Maybe I alter my script to deal with... I think we're going to have one of these guys. I'm not really worried about getting attacked this turn. I think this guy... I think we're going to have a few guys here. I'll just... Frozen Heart spam. Right? I think that's okay. Okay, we do need to remember... So they are in a lot of trouble. Frozen Heart spam will be pretty good if they do gym baiting stuff against me. But yes is in deep shit now. I mean, they were in some shit before when they let me on their capital, but now it's not good for them. We had this guy who was going to teleport. Now he's going to site search. Got these guys coming in, which a little risky because if they moved an army here, they would be able to kill these guys. But we're going to be doing swarm and Frozen Heart spam. So, hard to say, but it's okay. There's a battle here in Ulm, because this army is significantly less. I do want to make sure we're tapping out recruitment here. Like... We're gonna go and attack Ulm, I think, pretty soon. I probably need to be moving some of these guys up in that direction. Just right on up here. Yeah. I might ask Ulm if he wants to move through this turn. He could kind of move this army, but then... Yeah. I think I'm going to tell Ulm I'm going to go ahead and end their nap. Brave, Ulmish, we are going to end our nap with you so that we get some of the spoils. Of course, if you think that you can hold on much longer, please let us know. We certainly don't want to expedite your fall in the face of DC enemies. Okay, so whatever. And we'll see. He's probably gonna be like, yeah, you can attack me. Dominion here is 6. We actually can preach it up a little higher. This guy's taking the guys out, but I think actually he's probably should preach, get us a little more Dominion here. This guy probably come out this way. I think he's just gonna do Frostvent. He's gonna use all of his. I think we'll give him an extra. I'm gonna make water gems cheap. Okay, how about this? Is that only 5 area effect? Yeah, not worth it. I guess we're just gonna spam out Frozen Warriors. Or Falling Frost. Something like this. We need to take Gift of Health down, but I really need... I'm not going to be able to help with that too much. Like, I'm definitely not going to overcast it. I need my nature gems really, really bad. I've got a pretty huge income. But being able to do mass regen is super duper important. What am I spending all on, I wonder? We are doing Cornucopia. Probably worth it. It's a lot of the nature gems. Vine Ogres... You know, Vine Ogres might not be worth it anymore. I'm not sure. Some Sea King Goblets. Wait, there's 1. 2, okay. More Shambler skins. Harspecs, a season a few. So, okay. I guess that's good enough. Hopefully we can do a Vine Ogre next turn. The nice... Wait, where's my... Shit. I really wish I had Mass Regen to go in this army. But I'll have it on this one. The more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to merge up these armies here. Though honestly, how far can these guys move down this way? Because maybe it makes more sense to... My main force can't. I mean, I guess I could... I don't think there's a way they're gonna stop me here. Maybe I just stay here and siege it. It's gonna be kind of a while more, though. It sucks. Take this. Take that. I also had messaged Shiniyama, I mean not Shiniyama, Pythium about, like, I can give you these two, but he never replied. So I'm not going to offer it anymore. I don't think I mentioned it too. We have a Pythium needed to sub out. This probably should have been like news earlier, but Pythium needed to sub out. I think they had some real life stuff. I'm having a ton of fun in this game, and Pythium's really big. I imagine they would be having fun too because it's a bunch of angels. You know, you get late game. Like Pythium has one of the cooler late games, I think, if you're big enough. But yeah. Anyway, he I think had some stuff come up. And so we found a sub for him, and I think the sub is pretty good, but not sure yet. They only got it, I think, like 1 or 2 turns ago in the game. Maybe just 1 or 2. I mean, maybe just 1. I'm not sure. But anyway, they are the new proud owners of Pythium, and thank you for subbing in, my friend. But yeah, I think they were kind of evaluating Diplo. I think they're going to go on TNG, but I'm not sure. I can't even remember if I have a nap with them. I don't think I do, but I'm certainly willing to sign a nap with Pythium at this point. Okay. I mean, honestly, you guys should probably get this. Only problem putting items on these guys is they tend to die. That's okay, I think. We're site searching here. We're spamming out dark knowledge, which I think is okay. I don't know what globals we want to put up. Let's go ahead and just check what the global situation is here. So, are there any high-level globals? We've got Nexus down here. Gift of Nature's Bounty is very, very strong. Makes you make a shit ton of money. We probably could put that up. Don't think I can do any of these. Could steal Gift of Health. Yeah, I don't know. We're building a temple here. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but I think that's about it for this turn. We're on top of ES. We're not planning on getting off. I think we're gonna actually sit here. I mean, are we? Are we really? I think we're not. Like, very indecisive. I think we're gonna come off. If they choose to break out, we'll kill whatever's here. So we may go back on it, but this will give me flexibility to reinforce this or to reinforce this. And I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do, but we'll do one of them. Anyway, I think that is it for this turn. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.